Hey everyone, this is Ryan Chambers with California Citizens for Water. So today we're going to look at some of the plants that are near or within the study area of the Del Puerto Canyon Reservoir project. So it's kind of odd because this report doesn't thoroughly cover all the species. It focuses arbitrarily on mostly 5 species that occur in the study area or kind of near it. So probably probably the ones that are the most discussed about, if I had to guess, but I don't know that for sure. So I'll just read it. 35 special status plant species occur in or within 15 miles of the study area, and fall and spring botanical field surveys for special status plant species have been conducted within the study area. 18 of the species are not known to occur in the study area, and no potential habitat for these species is present in the study area. Okay, so there's let's go over the 5 that they talk about thoroughly, but we can first actually go over the list. And it's also odd that it shows 34 here and it said 35 in the EIR. So this is the appendices that it was referring to. So you have I'll just say the common names: Santa Clara thorn mint. And keep in mind, some of these may not be within the study area, but how many did it say were in the study area again? It said 18 are not in the study area, and there's no potential habitat for them in the study area. So it looks like there's possibly more than 18 species out of the 35 special status plant species that are not located within the study area, because it makes it seem like 18 are in the study area and no potential habitat for these species are present in the study area. So it's for example, a species of plant could have a potential habitat in the study area but occur outside of the study area. Okay, so it's likely more than 18. I would say most of the special status plant species that they list are not within the study area. They're just close to it. Okay, so you have the Santa Clara thorn mint, red flower bird, bird's foot trefoil. I hope I'm saying all these names right. Sharsmith's onion, large flowered fiddleneck, California androsache, Carlotta Hall's lace fern, big tar plant. They do cover that. Santa Cruz Mountains pussy paws, chaparral, harebell, Sharsmith's harebell, lemon flower. They do cover that extensively. Mount Hamilton fountain thistle, Brewer's Clarkia, serpentine colomia, small flowered morning glory. I should really zoom in on all this. Radins, cryptantha, hospital canyon larkspur, Tracy's iria strum, delta button celery, spiny sepaled button celery, diamond petaled California poppy. They cover extensively. Talus fritillary, phlox leaf, serpentine bedstraw. As you can see, most people don't know of almost any of these names because they're not fanatics about flowers or plants. I'm going to keep reading. Serpentine, leptosiphon, Mount Hamilton, Coreopsis, Mount Hamilton, Lomatium, showy golden madia, Hall's bush mallow, shining Navarrechia, San Benito Pentachia. Okay, I want to say that reminds me of the San Benito poppy. Actually, I think is what it's actually called. San Benito. Let's open this up actually, because I swear I know there was a San Benito poppy that they covered extensively, and I don't remember this scientific name though. It was on like Cal Flora, yeah, San Benito, but this is a different different scientific name, so maybe it's not. It must be called something else. No, press enter. It is not a poppy, I don't think. Meager pygmy daisy, it says is the name, but then why does it call it San Benito something? Maybe they mislabeled something. Yeah, I think maybe they meant to include like the San Benito poppy, which I don't even see them listing. Where was it? Right here. I don't see them listing that. So I think they meant to list that there. And wait, did they list it? I don't think they did. I think they meant to list it somewhere, and anyways, and this is another one, and it doesn't seem to include the details. So almost done. Mount Diablo Phacelia, hooked popcorn flower, warty popcorn flower, Mount Hamilton jewel flower. As you can see, a lot of these plants seem like they're somewhat similar or related. But let's go into this a little bit more. There's not a lot of what do you call it? Details you can kind of visualize just from these kind of lists. You might kind of have to see it. So let's go into it. There's the big tar plant. It's also called tar weed instead of tar plant sometimes. Okay, so it looks like that. And it's rumored to have been pollinated regularly with moss, but there's been no conclusive proof of how they are pollinated, so it's kind of a mystery. And there's so many sites that talk about it. I believe Cal Flora is likely the best site for going over these plants in detail, because you see where they're at on the map, you see plant characteristics, you can see the tolerances of the various plants on this website. However, you don't really see a lot of information about like anything else besides tolerances. So you might also want to go to another website. I'm trying to remember which kind of website. I don't know if I want to link Wikipedia. I mean, it does have information in the EIR about it. And there's not always YouTube videos on this. I've tried to look it up, and it's hard a lot of times, especially on plants. It's more likely for animals, but even less likely for plants to find good videos on it. Specific species, even though you would think there should be at least one video on YouTube, but there's not a lot of times. that I could find. But this doesn't even say that much about it at all. I guess the picture says 1,000 words, but and the tolerances says a lot too. I was just like looking more at possibly other details. Let's see what flora of North America. Yeah, more like talking about like what you can see in the picture in more details is what I kind of meant. Like, I think this is short for involute or something. So it's the base of the flower. Canescent, I think, means like a whitish color, and it's like invol. It's involute is an abbreviation. I know that. Okay, white or gray, yeah, canescent, and it's involucre, CRE, whatever. So you see the various details, and I suppose you could just look at the picture for yourself. It's just kind of talking about the structure of the plant and helping you identify how it's different from other plants that look similar to it. Okay, moving on to the Lemon's jewel flower. By the way, they call it the tar plant, I believe, because it smells like a sweet tar type of smell, from what I remember from a video on it. And Lemon's jewel flower, I wish I had the experience in person of seeing all these plants, so I could go over it in more detail. So Lemon's jewel flower looks like this. It's a purplish color at the top, yellowish kind of at the bottom, and let's look at another one really quick. I don't believe the other ones have that much info on it, on plants in general. And let's go over this. Involucre, a ring of bracts at the base of an inflorescence such as plants as the composites. Specialized leaf, such as with a single flower. Inflorescence is the part of the plant that contains the flower-bearing stalks. And then the composites are well, it doesn't say what it is for a plant, but it seems like a composite for a plant, two different things. So a composite plant is the most highly evolved dicotyledonous plants characterized by florets arranged in dense heads that resemble single flowers. Oh, okay. So I think basically it's a bunch of flowers that are tight together like a sunflower, and it makes it look like it's one single flower, but it's actually like a bunch of flowers all squished together, make it look like one flower. And while that's loading, I don't know why it's taking so long to load. Let's go over, what else can we go over? Calflora. Yeah, plant characteristics of this plant. It shows some of the details. It shows the type of soil it lives in. AWS, I think, is the minimum water, like below the ground, that it needs to survive. Hardiness zones, those are like the average minimum temperature that it can tolerate. So it could tolerate as low as, it looks like, 15 degrees Fahrenheit on average as a winter temperature. It's just odd to me it has a range, so maybe it's saying that some are able to tolerate 15 and others aren't, but they're almost all able to tolerate 30 degrees Fahrenheit. That's, to me, kind of unclear. Oh, it says, okay, so it says like the kingdom and class and all that it's a part of. So that helps figure out what type of plant it is. But, I mean, all these details kind of help, but to me, I think the picture is the main thing we're kind of looking at. And diamond, and how endangered it is too. But we're just going to assume all these are special status plants. I mean, they all are, so that's possibly not super relevant. In the diamond petaled California poppy, I remember it looks kind of like a diamond. Yeah, it's not even in here. It's not even in that one website. So if you look up pictures of it, like on CalFlora, you'll see it looks like a diamond. Like, just look at it closely. The shape of it looks like a diamond. See, it has that kind of diamond-like shape. So it's not really super round. It's kind of pointy at the edges, or at the corners. And it's kind of more, it's like half squarish, half round, where there's not the corner points. And it talks about these more in detail. You can kind of read the EIR for yourself. Alkali grass is also one of the 5 they talk about. Except I don't know if this website even has it. California alkali grass. Yeah, it's in here. So CalFlora is probably a better site than Wildflower. Searching that. And you see some more details about it. It looks like this picture. So, yeah. And this San Benito poppy is the last one. Should just stay on this. Well, it has it on this one. Because it's a wildflower. Okay, so it looks just like that. Yellow and round. Looks like mostly a few petals. And you can see more details about it on CalFlora is a good website. And the rest of them, I would have to go in more detail to talk about them. There's just so much research to be done. It would